Ham radio is a hobby enjoyed by millions around the world. It's a way to communicate with other people using radio waves. Ham radio operators, or hams, use a variety of equipment to transmit and receive signals. These signals can travel over long distances, even around the world. Ham radio is a great way to learn about electronics and radio technology. It's also a fun and rewarding hobby that can connect you with people from all walks of life. Many hams enjoy using their skills to help others, especially in emergencies. When disasters strike and regular communication systems fail, ham radio operators are often able to provide vital communication links. If you're looking for a challenging and rewarding hobby, ham radio is definitely worth considering. Ham radio operates on a wide range of radio frequencies. These frequencies are allocated by governments around the world specifically for amateur radio use. Hams use different frequencies depending on the type of communication they want to do. Some frequencies are better for long-distance communication, while others are better for local communication. To transmit and receive radio signals, hams use specialized equipment called transceivers. Transceivers are essentially two-way radios that can transmit and receive on a variety of frequencies. In addition to transceivers, hams also use antennas to send and receive signals. Antennas come in all shapes and sizes, and the type of antenna you need will depend on the frequencies you want to use and the distance you want to communicate over. Ham radio has a long and rich history. It dates back to the early days of radio in the late 19th century. One of the earliest pioneers of radio was Guglielmo Marconi, who is credited with sending the first transatlantic radio signal in 1901. In the United States, amateur radio experimentation played a key role in the development of commercial radio broadcasting. Over the years, ham radio has evolved significantly. New technologies have been developed, and the hobby has become more accessible to people from all walks of life. Today, ham radio is a global community with millions of operators around the world. Hams continue to experiment with new technologies and find new ways to use radio waves to communicate. Section 4. Ham radio in emergencies. Ham radio plays a vital role in emergency communications. When natural disasters or other emergencies strike, traditional communication systems like phones and the internet can be knocked out. In these situations, ham radio operators can often provide a critical lifeline. Ham radio operators are trained to set up and operate emergency communication networks. They can relay messages between affected areas and emergency responders. Their ability to communicate over long distances without relying on traditional infrastructure makes them invaluable in times of crisis. Many hams also participate in training exercises and drills to ensure they are prepared to respond effectively in an emergency. Section 5. Getting started with ham radio. Getting started with ham radio is easier than you might think. The first step is to obtain a license from your country's telecommunications regulator. In the United States, this is the Federal Communications Commission, or FCC. To get a license, you'll need to pass an exam that covers basic electronics theory, radio regulations, and operating procedures. Once you have your license, you can purchase a transceiver and antenna and start operating. Joining a local ham radio club is a great way to meet other hams, learn from experienced operators, and get involved in the hobby. Many clubs offer classes and workshops for beginners. Ham radio is a rewarding hobby that can provide a lifetime of enjoyment, so why not give it a try? You might just be surprised at what you can achieve.